Today on the channel, I'm going to show you how to play Grange by ZZ Top. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to learn how to play the song Grange by ZZ Top. This is a really cool song. It's got some cool parts. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how Billy Gibbons plays the intro, the verse. It modulates in the song a little bit during the guitar solo. It's got a really neat turnaround lick, and there's some pretty interesting things that Billy Gibbons does. He's a master at guitar. Great blues player, as probably all of you know that are watching this, because you're probably ZZ Top fans, right? So let's take a look at the way that he starts this song off. There's a few techniques I'm going to demonstrate. Let me play this intro for you, then I'm going to break it down slowly and explain how to get the most out of it, okay? So it goes like this. Before we begin today, I'm going to show you on my Tone X pedal by IK Multimedia. I'm running this Plexi patch. This is the very first Plexi patch in the Tone X pedal. It's one of the top 5 settings on the pedal, so if you want to sound like me on this lesson and get a great sound, the Tone X pedal, I'd highly recommend it. But I'm running Plexi and just running it into Pro Tools. I got just a little bit of reverb running into Pro Tools just to make it sound a little bit cool. And yeah, Plexi straight up, check it out, Tone X. Okay, we're going to start right alone with that right there. That's all we're going to do. So what Billy's doing is, well, first of all, I'm playing a Les Paul. I'm playing one of my favorite Les Pauls. This is my Custom Shop R8. I call her Peaches, and I think it just got that Billy Gibbons ZZ Top sound, so that's why we're playing it today. I'm in the middle position, and I've got a Plexi sound, as we saw earlier, through my Tone X pedal, and I'm dialed back. I'm rolled back a lot on the neck and the bridge pickup to get this clean sound. Plexi's kind of had that nice bell-like chimey distorted sound, and it sounds really, really close, I think. So then when we kick into the actual hard verse, we're going to go into the bridge like this, okay? But anyway, we're dialed in the middle position, rolled back. So what I'm doing is I take my thumb, I take my 2 fingers here, my pointer finger and my middle finger, and I'm going to play an A chord down here on the 2nd fret. All right, but I'm just going to play the top 3 notes, the low A, the E, and the A. So, and I'm pulling the strings. I'm pulling 3 notes at once. So that's the rhythm. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're not strumming. We're pulling these strings, all 3 of them. I'm muting the low E string with my thumb, so if I hit it or do something weird, it's not going to make any noise. If I'm playing really loud, that low E string isn't just, you know, flapping in the breeze. So what I do there, I'm going to take my pinky, I'm going to be on the 5th fret on the D string. I'm going to be on the G string on the 5th fret. So we're going to keep this roll going. The tricky thing about this is it's got this thing going on. So then go. We're going to be alternating the thumb on the low A. We're going to go low A, pinky on the 5th fret on the D, low A, then the pinky on the 5th fret on the G, low A, 5th fret on the G again, and then we're going to pull off to the A on the 2nd fret on the G string. Like that. I'm going to bend up on this note right here. That's a C. It's on the G string on the 5th fret. So it's like a C down here, but since we're in A minor, we're going to bend it slightly sharp so it sounds kind of majory, like we're going to bend that to the major third. We're going to go. So. That roll that we're doing with the thumb on the A and these notes with the pinky is very important. That low A gives us kind of the foundation behind the riff and still keeps that boogie shuffle feel going. What I'm doing is I'm playing those notes with my thumb and my pointer finger. I go. If you take that one lick by itself and master it, then you inject it into that riff. It's easier. So if you want to practice, keep this hand on the A chord at all time. I'm not lifting this hand up. I'm going to keep this A shape the whole time. Okay, and then when Billy starts singing, he's just playing the C to a D on the A string on the third and the fifth. You can also go. You can play the fifths like this if you want to. But it sounds to me like he's just going. I'm kind of bending up on this fifth fret on the A string. So that's when he starts singing, okay? But that very beginning where he's going how, how, how. All right, awesome. So let me get my pick out because now we're going to talk about where it kicks in with the full drums. He goes. I'm going to go to the bridge pickup and I'm going to turn up my bridge pickup a little bit so it sounds a little bit more growly. So what I'm doing there is I'm going to pick my hand up off the frets after I'm going to pluck this A and I'm going to mute the strings with this hand and I'm going to lift up and mute. That last time he goes. And that's just down picks. Real syncopated, real punctuated. You can play fifths, or you can go single note. All right, so during the guitar solo, after he's done singing there, he goes. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go up, 3 steps to C. So we're on a C, E flat, F, C. So when we're in this key, when we modulate the C minor, Billy played a lot in the most common pentatonic shape, which is, in my opinion, if you're on C, you're going to be up here on the 8th fret, and it's. But Billy really stretched out notes and phrased things really nicely, kind of like Billy Gibbons, or not Billy Gibbons, but like B.B. King and players like that. right? So soloing tip on this song. I'm not going to show you the solo. I'm going to show you the turnaround lick, but I'm going to give you some soloing tips so you can play along to a backing track for this, right? And come up with your own licks that are similar to Billy Gibbons. One thing that Billy will do a lot is he'll also take this pattern here, this, and then he'll slide up to the second on these top notes. He'll slide up to. So what that is, when you're on the 8 and the 10 on the G string, slide up to the 12, and then on the B and the E string play 11, 13, and 11 and 13. And your tonic here is on the D string on the 10th fret. So it works good because that's your C right there. So when you slide up, you can also go up here on the 16th fret and go bend up a little bit. One thing he likes to do is take his thumb and his pointer finger and go. So what I'm doing there is I'm in that position where I slide up, which is 12 on the G and 11 on the B. But if you take your thumb and go, and you're going to alternate thumb to pointer finger, and just play it really fast. And go up to that C, which is the 13 on the B string. That's another one. When you play with your fingers, the notes of your guitar strings have a certain definition to them. They don't have that pick attack. Like, you can go. That's fine too, but when you play with your thumb and your finger, it sounds like. It's got a little bit more Mississippi mud to it. So you got to learn that C sharp or that C minor, then that modulation up to, or not modulation, but that slide up to the second position. Billy played a lot on the D and the G and the B string. Put a lot of feel into it, a lot of slight bends. If you're on this C minor pentatonic, on the G string here on the 8th fret, and you bend that up slightly, I pull down on my bends on the G string. You're taking that's also that's the third. That's a. You're bending that to an E. It's an E flat. You're bending to an E, making it a major third in C. So you're going from C minor to C major. So. I hope this is making sense, okay? And when he goes back into the second guitar solo is actually back over. When the song ends, it's back in A, and he's like. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're in A minor. And you go. It's cool they modulate because it pretty much makes the blues interesting, because otherwise it would just be him jamming an A minor pentatonic. So when he modulates it, it makes your ear perk up and go, ooh, it's something different. But he's going to be doing the same thing, just a different key, but it makes it fresher on your ears. All right, to get out of that C minor, to get out of that thing, he goes. So I just played that with my pick, but I'm actually going to do it with my thumb and my pointer finger. So what I'm doing is I'm on the D string on the 5th fret, okay? And I'm on the high E on the 5th fret. So it sounds like, basically all that is a turnaround. But I'm going to do this triplet, triplet, triplet. So starting on this D string, so I'm going to just go chromatically down, and then that last part is, it's a low A. Take that C and bend it to a C sharp to make it a major, and then the A on the G string on the 2nd fret. You can also play an A chord there. So the way I do that is I'm middle finger on the 5th fret on the D, and then my ring finger on the 5th fret on the high E. And then my pointer finger takes over and descends chromatically. Gonna pop back into the middle pickup here, or middle position. It's that middle part there. It goes back into that intro. And then the drums kick in, and he's the outro, and he's in A minor pentatonic. One thing you can do is bend the on this pentatonic scale on the B string here. Go bend it up 1 fret to the tonic note. So if we're in A minor pentatonic, that's going to be the 8th fret on the B string. We're going to bend it to an A, which is like the 10th fret on the B string, and put some vibrato on it. All right, cool. So there's Grange by ZZ Top. I hope that you enjoyed the lesson. I hope that it was helpful. If it was, please comment below, consider subscribing, and until next time, have a great day. Peace out.